Close your eyes and imagine Hong Kong in the early 1970s. The air is thick with the smell of street food and the sound of construction. In the cinema world, there is only one son, and its name is Bruce Lee. Bruce was a god, stoic, invincible, and deadly serious. But in 1973, the sun went down. Bruce Lee passed away, leaving a massive, gaping hole in the heart of action cinema. Every studio in Hong Kong was desperate. They looked for the next Bruce Lee. They found young men who looked like him, screamed like him, and moved like him. Among them was a young, energetic stuntman named Chen Gangxing, whom we would later know as Jackie Chan. But there was a problem. Jackie didn't want to be the next Bruce Lee. He didn't want to be a god. He wanted to be a human. Today, we are going back to the moment a legend stopped imitating and started innovating. This is the story of the birth of a legend. To understand the first great fight of Jackie Chan, you have to understand where he came from. He wasn't trained in a gym with their conditioning and protein shakes. He was a product of the China Drama Academy, a Peking opera school so brutal it would be illegal today. From the age of 6, Jackie was woken up at 5 a.m. If he messed up a backflip, he was beaten. If he fell asleep, he was beaten. He spent 10 years learning how to fall, how to move, and how to turn his body into a weapon of performance. When he entered the film industry, he was just another face in the crowd. He was the stuntman who Bruce Lee actually hit and Enter the Dragon. He was the guy who took the falls that nobody else wanted to take. He was poor, he was tired, and he was being forced into a tough guy mold that didn't fit him. The directors told him, "Don't smile, be fierce, be like Bruce." But Jackie's heart wasn't in it. He knew that to survive, he had to do something no one else was doing. He had to bring joy to the fight. The year is 1978. Jackie teams up with the visionary director Yuen Woo-ping. The movie is Drunken Master. This is the moment the world shifted in this film. Jackie plays Wong Fei Hung, a historical hero usually portrayed as a perfect, dignified master. But Jackie's version? He is a brat. He is lazy. He is a troublemaker. The first great fight that defined his career wasn't just a display of power. It was a display of character. When Jackie's character is defeated and humiliated by a villain, he is forced to train under a mysterious, wine-loving old man. This leads to the final showdown, a fight that changed choreography forever. Imagine the scene, the dust of the training ground, the rhythmic clinking of the wine gourd. Jackie isn't standing in a traditional stiff stance. He is swaying. He is stumbling. He looks vulnerable. But within that drunkenness is a hidden, terrifying speed. Every time the villain strikes, Jackie avoids it by a fraction of an inch, often using a clumsy move to land a devastating counterattack. What made this young Jackie Chan fight so revolutionary? It was the props and the rhythm. For the first time, the environment was a character. A table wasn't just furniture. It was a shield. A cup wasn't just for drinking. It was a projectile. In this breakout fight, you see the Jackie Chan DNA being formed. He uses the Drunken 8 immortal style, a mix of high-level wushu and comedic timing. He makes us laugh while making us gasp. When he gets hit, he shows pain. He rubs his head. He winces. He looks for a way out. This vulnerability made him the most relatable hero in history. For the first time, the audience wasn't looking up at a hero. They were right there with him in the dirt. The speed was real. There were no wires in these early days. It was just pure, raw athleticism. If Jackie did a triple kick, it was because his legs were strong enough to do it. If he landed on his back on hard stone, it was because his Peking opera training had made his body like iron. There is a specific moment in that 1978 duel where the young Jackie disappears, and the legendary Jackie arrives. It's a sequence of about 30 seconds where the speed doubles. The blocks become perfectly timed with the sound effects. You can see the villain's eyes widen. He realizes he isn't fighting a student anymore. He is fighting a master of a new kind of art. This fight didn't just make Jackie a star in Hong Kong. It made him a phenomenon across Asia. People had never seen action comedy done with such lethal precision. He had successfully killed the shadow of Bruce Lee and stepped into his own light. He proved that you could be funny and still be the best fighter in the room. But the birth of a legend came with a price. During these early years, Jackie was doing his own stunts with zero safety equipment. In the final fight of Drunken Master, he nearly lost an eye. In other early films, he broke his nose, his jaw, and suffered countless concussions. Every time you see that young, smiling face on screen, remember the pain behind it. He was a young man with everything to prove and nothing to lose. He was fighting for his life, for his career, and for the honor of his craft. That intensity is baked into every frame of those early movies. It's a level of commitment that we rarely see in the modern world of green screens and digital doubles. Looking back at a young Jackie Chan reminds us that everyone starts somewhere. He started as an orphan, a stuntman, and a failure who couldn't fit the Bruce Lee mold. But by staying true to his own style, he became a global treasure. If you find inspiration in the story of the underdog, if you appreciate the sweat, the blood, and the genius of classic martial arts, then you have found your home. Join our journey as we document the history of the greats. Subscribe to the dojo. Hit the button to make sure you're here for every breakdown. We are exploring the entire timeline of action, from the back alleys of Hong Kong to the bright lights of Hollywood. Notification bell. Don't miss our next video. We're going to look at the three brothers, Jackie, Sammo Hung, and Yuen Bao, and the incredible movies they made together. The discussion: look at the young Jackie Chan from 1978. Do you think any modern actor could survive the training he went through? Or has that era of real action passed forever? Let's talk about it in the comments. I want to know your favorite early Jackie movie. Share the legend if you have a younger brother, a son, or a friend who only knows Jackie Chan from Rush Hour. Send them this. Show them where the legend truly began. The road to mastery is long and filled with falls, but as Jackie showed us, the most important thing is how you get back up. Thank you for watching, for supporting real stunts, and for keeping the spirit of the dragon alive. Keep moving, keep laughing, and I'll see you in the next one.